some odd reason I got cut off. But I'm not really big into basketball, but I have seen the backlash with black men versus Aisha Curry. And I recently saw an article. I didn't get a chance to read it. I just glanced over because somebody shared it, and it was it was these black feminists calling out the black male misogynists who supported Aisha Curry until now, and they're just talking about how these men have betrayed Aisha Curry. She's no longer the light skinned submissive woman who cooks. She's not the archetype, black woman that black men prefer. And so, I really won't even be surprised until, black men just kind of, I really wouldn't be surprised if black men saw Aisha Curry as just a typical black woman. And this is really why I don't think real black couples should be promoted in media. I know that we're looking for black love. We are trying to find hope between black men and black women despite the dysfunction we see on Love and Hip Hop and these Tyler Perry movies and whatever. I know we're desperate. I know black women especially are desperate to see, good faithful, good Christian families and husband and wife, but I don't think they need to be promoted. I don't think real black couples need to be promoted. I don't have a problem with fictional. I don't have a problem with that. The thing is that seeing the Aisha Curry situation, I think that real black couples are, with a status like theirs where they're put up on a pedestal, it's really too much because it's like they have to be perfect. They, you know, they can't disagree because if if let's just say in a hypothetical, like if Aisha Curry disagreed with um with her husband, black men will be on this shit of, oh, she's the typical black woman, oh, she doesn't know her place. And I really can't support the bashing of Aisha Curry knowing that Stephen A. Smith is the ringleader, and knowing this coon has been made into a bitch by white women. He really shouldn't even be talking. That's really the only reason why he's talking, because white women uh are not defending um Aisha Curry's image. Um, I just really do think it's just too much stress to kind of maintain the perfect image, the perfect ideal image, especially for black men. I think the ideal perfect couple for black women is a little bit easier because I think black women understand the realistic of there's going to be issues. They're aware that there's going to be issues. There's going to be times where you can't stand each other. I think I believe the way they talk and the way they talk about, marriage and what they're looking for, I do see that black women do, even when I don't like it, they do mentally prepare themselves for the worst of things. And I really don't blame them now because black men don't have a patriarchy. Black men do not have a good track record of being um, being reliable. So I can't blame black women for, like, okay, I'm gonna be with him, but but the thing is, I don't you should there should never be a but. But I get it, I get it, but I don't get it. Um, you know, I feel like with the problem that I have with black men, I feel like with them is that you have to constantly, keep your woman in the limelight, but not in the limelight. You know, she's cool when she's talking about other women, how whorish they are, this, that, and the third, but she better not be talking about men. She better not be, even when men are in the wrong. She better not mention it. She better not say anything. Um, I feel like with black men, we're still thriving for this really straight and narrow woman who knows her place, and she doesn't talk ill about other men. Granted, I don't support women talking crazy or talking like a staunch feminist or a radical feminist, or just having an attitude, or disrespecting men who've laid foundation. But really, there's no but to it. I'm just saying that this is really why I don't support you know the over promotion of black couples, because it's gonna backfire. People, even celebrities that can't live up to this expectation. And I think this is pretty much why Jay-Z and Beyonce, I think this is why um, they stage their dramas. All these black feminists are mad at Jay-Z because he allegedly wanted a white woman at first, and they're creating this bait that, okay, he wanted a woman with good hair, and Beyonce wasn't good enough for him. Whether he cheated or not, it really doesn't care. But the thing that matters is that everybody's listening to Lemonade. All these black feminists are purchasing the album in full, and they're dissecting the lyrics. They're like really into it. And Jay-Z or Beyonce may not be real feminists. They probably don't even give a damn about feminism. But I think that the reason why they play the game and why they don't, because if you thought about it, Jay-Z and Beyonce used to be like the perfect couple. Like years ago, everybody would think that, oh, they're so perfect. You're so perfect. You know, they're so powerful. They're the ideal black couple. You know, and I think it's a good thing that Jay-Z baits himself as the bad guy, because I can see the stress of trying, especially when it comes to black men, appealing to other black men of, yeah, my wife is, she's super submissive, she knows her place. I get it. I can get it why, black, why people don't show their relationships, especially men. Um, I think it's just too stressful. Um, my thing is that I don't think Aisha Curry should worry about what black men think, because black men are not in the position. The majority of them are not. She's a married woman. She should only care about what Stephen Curry thinks. But in a collective, should she be worrying about what black men think? Hell no. Black men, in a nutshell, have nothing. She is just a wet dream to these broke niggas, or niggas who are with girls who are not even as cute, not as light, not as smart, or don't produce, you know, I'm not going to bring that up. But anyways, what black men think is really not, is not, is obsolete. It shouldn't even matter. Black men have no power. We're not, all we can do is punish her with our rhetoric. Oh, I'm gonna unfollow this bitch. Oh, I'm gonna make a video about her. Oh, she's just as ghetto as the rest of these black bitches. Oh, it's like, that's all we can do. All we can do is talk and comment. There's no punishing system. We're not gonna be like, oh, okay, she's talking ill about LeBron James. Okay, well, Stephen Curry, y'all are blacklisted. You are not allowed in the B NBA, the black NBA. And I better not catch you in any games or affiliated with any of our players. Because if any of our players associate with you or your wife, they're blacklisted too. And all the black men will be like, okay, all right, I don't want to lose my endorsements. Like, we can't, there's no punishing system for that. We don't have that. So, what other black men think, it really doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter because we can't punish her. All we can just do is bitch and moan about how she's no different than the rest of the black women. All we can do is unfollow her on Instagram and not buy her cookbook. And that's it. At the end of the day, that's it. You know, black men are not in the position to even dislike her or just I just say it's not to me it's not even a factor. You know, what she thinks is what she thinks. You know, to me it doesn't matter. I mean it's on Stephen Curry. She's a married woman. I don't know their situation. It's on them. You know, if she felt like her man deserved the championship, okay. Maybe she overreacted. Maybe I don't know. I'm not big in basketball, but it really, she's not in my jurisdiction. That's really my thing. She's not in my jurisdiction, and this is pretty much why. And a lot of these feminists, they're going to look at this and be like, hey, that's why you should never be on the pedestal that black men give you, because they're going to police you to death and you can't do anything. You have to be perfect. You have to be this eye candy to where you're not allowed to talk. And it's like, black men are only going to make it worse, besides of them not having a real patriarchy. And our opinions don't matter because we don't have a patriarchy, of course. And, this is just going to reinforce, black women to not be like Aisha Curry. They're going to be like, well, let me just be the bitch that, let me just be Amber Rose or, damn, let me be like Amber Rose or some other thought on Instagram or whatever. These women are not going to be inspired and just, they're not going to be inspired to be Aisha Curry. Because, niggas have you know, because niggas have unrealistic expectations in order to get mad over dumb shit. And then, we don't even have a structure. It's basically, if a black woman is submissive and, she's just like Aisha Curry, but she's with a dude who's broke or doesn't have his shit together. I mean, she's just doing it on her own. That's voluntary. I wish dudes would kind of chill on this topic and just kind of let it die. If she wants to, let Stephen Curry, manage that. That's nothing for me to worry about. At least she's not. I mean, it would have been one thing if it was like into another type of extreme, but she's not cursing or she's not picking fights with people. That would have been one thing if she was like picking a fist fight with people or something. But I've heard it plenty of times that the NBA and NFL is rigged, and now that people are so afraid to talk bad about LeBron, and somehow her points are invalid. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even be surprised if Aisha Curry became a feminist. I really wouldn't be surprised, and I don't. People put her in a pedestal that's way too goddamn high. They put her in this pedestal that's too high, and it really doesn't make sense to put her that high, especially when we don't even have a structure that even matters. We don't have a structure at all. We can't just okay. We can say that, hey, I like a girl like that, but you can't give her a pedestal or champion their relationship when majority of black men don't have their shit together. I just say like it from a distance and just say, I think men shouldn't even be putting other dudes' wives on pedestals. That's just say, hey, congratulate it, cool, and just leave it at that. Hopefully I can find a woman like you. Leave it at that. We don't need to be putting these females in pedestals, especially when we don't have shit in our pockets. But that's my video.